BigHMW.com, World Headquarters at Bishop Park. This is the Atari Report, 7800 edition with Ray Jackson.
Good evening, everybody. On this edition of the Atari Report, we continue our week-long tribute to a brilliant 1979 rock-blasted sci-fi shoot-'em-up on an arcade smash. Ladies and gentlemen, Asteroids for the Atari 7800 ProSystem. Yes, indeed. Asteroids Week continues here on the Atari Report, and this time it's the 1984 release for the Atari 7800 ProSystem. Of course, you European 7800 users, it is the built-in game for your 7800 and the one included with it. But I gotta tell you, there's 4 different variations, 4 different levels, of course. And obviously, I'm using the intermediate level for this particular review, as well as 1 and 2 player modes. And already, as you can tell, I love the animation in this particular version of Asteroids. I mean, it's by far better than the 2600 or even the 5200 or the original 8-bit 1981 version. By far graphically better, I gotta tell you. Well animated, nicely done, and definitely worth it. I mean, do not pass this up, ladies and gentlemen. You can pick it up on cartridge, or you can go to AtariH.com and click on the link down below. I'll take you to the download itself where you can try it out as well. And don't forget, this is only the first installment of the Asteroids trilogy. Of course, the other 2 installments, Space Duel and Asteroids Deluxe, are also available for the Atari 7800. I already reviewed Asteroids Deluxe on the season premiere of the Atari Report earlier, Season 2, Episode 1, and you'll see that as well. And later on, I'll be taking my shot at Space Duel. You know I will be on the 7800 edition, but this is a well-done game. I mean, graphically, animated-wise, it's well done. And very well playable, albeit sensitive, because I do use a rebuilt 7800 joystick, the CX24. But this is well done and well worth it. I mean, you've got to pick up this game. You got to download it. It's an absolute must. And I recommend you have all 3 of those games so you can enjoy them back to back to back, the way they should be played and the way they should be collected as well. 2 thumbs up for this particular game. Very tough. And they just go all over the place. I love the animation. And it's much more difficult than the 5200 or 2600 versions, for sure. And well worth it. And I highly recommend it. It's graphically great. Well, guys, what do you think? I gotta tell you, this is probably the best raster scan animated version of Asteroids I've ever played on any system, including the 2600 and the 5200. It's tough like the 5200 version and 8-bit version, but yeah, it's colorful like the 2600 version, only with far better graphics, of course. I gotta tell you, 2 thumbs up for Asteroids for the 7800. She really lives up to its name, and oh yeah, I love the raster scan version on the 7800 of Asteroids and things like that. I mean, basically, if Atari had to do it all over again for a raster scan monitor rather than the famous quadra scan monitor, this would be the way they should design it. 2 thumbs up all the way. I love it. It's pretty tough, too, I gotta tell you. But the controllers are pretty sensitive, although I am using a rebuilt CX24 7800 joystick for this particular review. Well, that's game over for this edition of the Atari Report. So for all of us here at BigHMW.com World Headquarters, I'm Ray Jackson wishing you good gaming and good night. And if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to check out my other 2 YouTube channels, Big HMW TV and the official Ray Jackson YouTube channel. You'll find those in the featured channels list at the bottom of this particular channel's homepage. Big HMW TV, the Atari Report, and the official Ray Jackson YouTube channel, all proud parts of the Big HMW network of websites.